Welcome to When Creativity Knocks All-Star Designers Holiday Series, and we're here with our good friend Judi Watanabe, and she's going to show us this fabulous advent calendar. Judi, tell us about what you're doing today.
I have this wonderful little trio of boxes that I've created that holds a little surprise in
Look
here.
At that.
So when you pull the little ribbon, you get this little box, and then on the inside you're going to put candy or a little gift to make an advent calendar. Now, the one thing that's kind of crazy about this is you're going to need a stack of them to create this little Christmas tree, which then creates the advent calendar.
But I want to know about the paper.
Okay, so what we did was I took this, just a blank sheet of paper, and I used my little color sponges here. I tapped right into the ink pad like so, and then I just colored it right onto the paper.
Kind of just rubbing
right
it onto
over
the paper?
Right, just right over the stencil. I mean, it's just such an easy way to color the card. Now,
before you go, are these sponges new to you guys?
this is a new product for Judi Kins.
Oh, they're really cool.
It's
I
a
like
little,
them a lot.
It's a little sponge, and we call it a color sponge, and you can just add the color right onto the sponge and then apply it to the paper.
I like its roundness.
And it's perfect for the stencils because sometimes you need a rich application of color. And so this adds the color really fast, really clean. And so the thing that's kind of fun about the stencil is this stencil, while it looks square, you can actually create a pattern to cover the whole entire sheet. So what I'm going to do is I slide my stencil over and see how this matches. It lines right back up like so. And then I just come in with my brush and add more color. So I should really go with the, sure, you should really add it to the red.
The poinsettia.
Yeah, the flowery part.
Okay.
You got it.
Oh, wow. Oh, I really like this.
Isn't that great?
Okay, well, we could sit and do this all day.
Oh, yeah.
Really
well,
fun.
And what's really kind of fun about it is it's fast, and then when you're finished with this, you can continue to work, and then you end up with the entire sheet of paper.
Beautiful.
So I made several of these because I'm going to need a lot of it to make up my boxes, and this way I created the whole pattern all by myself.
I love it. So now it's time to die cut?
Now it's time to die cut. So I have this really, really great die from Sizzix, and it's made by the French General as the designer, and it's this little trio of boxes.
So cute. Look at their cover. I could see how fun it is.
And now the thing that's kind of crazy about this is you do need to cut out this piece to create the outer part of the
okay, got you.
Like the cabinet part of the cabinet part. And what I did was I actually didn't cut everything out of one sheet of paper. I just lined up my printed paper right over this one piece because you're going to need 3 of those to create the shell or the cabinet part of the boxes. So I just set that on there like so, and then I run it through my Sizzix machine with the little formula that they have for the shims and everything.
You want a little tip?
Yeah.
What I'm doing when I'm doing stuff like this on the Sizzix die and I don't want to slip, I use a little bit of blue painter's tape, and it holds it right on, and then it peels right off. It doesn't damage your paper. That's
perfect because when you've hand decorated all those pieces of paper, you don't want to.
And you need to use every little piece.
You want to save every piece. So, okay, now what I have here is I'm going to start out with 3 of them, and what I do is I fold it along these scored lines like so, okay, and then I attach it. So I'm going to attach it here like
so you're gluing
this.
to the inside.
I'm gluing to the inside.
Yeah, there we go.
And then I'm going to fold this over and then glue
to
again.
The inside.
So I'm kind of creating this little shell. And that actually looks like this.
And did you use the zip?
I use, oh, this is the greatest stuff. I use the Beacon Zip Dry for this. It's the it's great glue for the paper.
I did all my daughter's wedding invitations using this. Is really great.
Ooh, I bet you that was fabulous.
It was, and it really did like 150 invitations. I did need 2 bottles though.
Well, hey, that's fabulous. Now, the other thing is with the third piece, I'm going to slip this in like so, slide this down, and then attach it here like this. Now, this is not part of the way that Sizzix shows it.
This is Judi showing it style.
And the reason why I did that is because I needed to have a little more structure to the box so that when you put it together in the tree, it holds together.
You want that little bit stronger
You need
piece there.
that so that it holds together. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so once that's finished, now what we need to do is we need to go to the next step to cut out the inside of the boxes.
So we're going to go back to this. Is it the solid green?
Yeah, it's a solid green. So I'm going to take my solid green and I'm going to cut out these guys.
Okay.
The one that you really need is you need this front one because the front one is actually the top of the box, which sounds a little crazy.
Oh, it's a little bigger.
It's a little bit bigger, but you want that to fit inside.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. So
I'm just going to lay my piece on the top like this, and I'm going to cut out. Would you believe I'm going to need 6 of those?
Okay.
And that's because. So I've got my little 6 pieces on the other side of you there.
Here you go.
And so I have this, and I cut off one of these tabs. And the reason why I needed to cut that off is because I'm going to create this little shelf, so to speak, or this little one section of it. So you're going to take the second piece and you're going to assemble it just like you did the first one, like so. And then you're going to glue it right here at the tabs with the beacon glue. You're going to slide this over this one like so.
Okay.
All right. And it fits really snug, but that's okay. That's what you want.
And did you put glue on the inside of the walls
And you put the glues,
too? Okay.
yes, on the inside of the walls like this.
Okay.
Now, you kind of have this crazy box that's sort of open, but what's going to happen, and I have my little box here, you're going to take your hole punch now, and you're going to punch 2 holes. So I just punch right here, like so, and another one here.
Side by side.
Side by side, and another one over here.
Okay.
Just like this, okay? Because we want it a little bit more on the oblong side.
Okay.
Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your ribbon.
Okay. Now, is this the tricky part for the pull through?
This is the tricky part for the pull through. You have to push the ribbon inside the box like so, okay? And then you want to thread it through to the outside.
Okay.
Looks a little wild here. Just like this. Yeah, thank you. Takes
set of hands.
Extra set of hands. That would be, sometimes I wish they made a tool like that. Okay. Then you just push your ribbon in like so. Okay. And we've got these 2 pieces hanging.
Just hold that so we can see the inside.
What I'm going to need to do next is make the little decoration, which is my snowflake, to hold this together.
I see you've got the Makin's push mold out.
I have my Makin's push mold out, and I've got some of the air dry clay, Makin's air dry clay, and I'm going to pull out just a little bit of this, and I'm going to put if I were at home, I'd put this in a Ziploc bag with a wet paper towel to just keep it moist. Okay. And I take my little push mold, and I just push the clay right into the mold like so. And I know I'm kind of overlapping it a little bit, but then I can kind of...
Cindy's really good at smushing it in, but you know what I do? Honestly, I just let it dry and then I trim it.
Trim it out.
And you've got those great little scissors.
So whichever way, you just kind of push it into the mold like so, and you just pop this out. And then we need to let that dry, okay? So I have a couple of pieces here that are dry, and they look like this.
Look at you, snowflake.
Now, one of the things that you notice, which I forgot to tell you to do with this, my wet piece, is I also want to punch a hole in here. So I'm just going to use my little shish kebab skewer and I just kind of open it up like so, so I've got a little hole in there, and that's how this was done.
Okay.
Now, all snowflakes have to sparkle, right?
Of course they have to be glittery and sparkly,
so we
especially
want,
coming from you.
So we have to have a little bit of Prismaglitter on our snowflake. I'm going to just pour it into the snappy tray like so. You just squeeze out a little bit of the diamond glaze all over the surface of the snowflake. And I'm not so worried about getting diamond glaze on me because diamond glaze cleans up with water. So that part of it works out really nice.
Oh, you and Cindi finger painting always.
Always. It's just easier. And then you just drop your snowflake right into your little pile of glitter, and when you pull it up, you have a sparkly snowflake.
Look how beautiful that is.
Okay.
So pretty. And how many did you make?
I made, let's see, 24 of them for my little advent calendar. But really, with that push mold, and there's three different snowflakes on here, so you can do 3 at a time. So really, it's not that difficult. Then I'm going to show you how I'm going to use the snowflake to tie everything together.
Okay. Now, Judi, I see we have the Eclipse 2 out. What are we going to do with this?
Well, one of the things that I did was when I have this little box, in order for the ribbon to pull out the surprise, you need to put something in there, and the die cut is actually designed for a top and a bottom. It's not for an insert. And this really needs to be about 1/8 of an inch smaller.
Okay.
And I tried to kind of figure out how to use the die to make it smaller, and was just running up against a brick wall. So I kind of thought, I can make my own cutout with the Eclipse machine. You can do your own thing. You can download patterns. It's fabulous for
And you could size it to fit your needs.
You can size it to fit your needs. So if the box is this big on the pattern, you can make it smaller if you want. So you can scale it just exactly the way you want. So this is the cutout of what I have. So it's got 2 little tabs, a little bit of flap here. And what you do is you just fold it together once you cut it out, like so.
Okay.
All right. Just like this, like this, like this. Slide the little lip in, and you're going to use the Beacons adhesive to hold it all together, and you've got this cute little box that you could put your little gift in.
But you have to leave one of them open.
One of them needs to stay open, which is this big flap here, so that you can open it
for the little prize.
Exactly, exactly. So that's how this comes about. Now, let's go back to our little snowflake and the little box here.
Now, Judi, it's really fun to use the Eclipse machine, but not everybody has one. What can we do?
Oh, well, there is going to be a template with the instructions. So if you want to, if you want to just do one, it's really easy to do it all by yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Now, so I take the 2 ends of the ribbon. I'm just going to thread it through the snowflake with the glittery side facing up, and you just pull it like so. Okay, and you just want to make sure that you've got this little bit on the snug side, and then I just tied a simple knot, just a little like this, and then I just snipped off the little tails like so, just to make it look cute.
Like a little package.
Little package, all right? And then when you pull it, the whole thing comes out.
That's so cool.
Isn't that cute?
Really, really cute.
Now, the trick to this is you want to stack up all 3 of your boxes, and then slide that into the sleeve so that then you have the 3 like so, all set, and then glue it all together.
That's wonderful. So now this is just really cute as a little gift box on its own, but then let's talk about doing the big tree.
Now the tree all came together by gluing. Now the bottom really doesn't, nothing really comes out of that, but I just used it in brown just so that I had the trunk. You're going to assemble 4, 3, 2, and 1. I actually used the Makin's clay and that same push mold to make a little poinsettia. And the other thing that you'll notice, because if somebody can really do the math here, there's all of these boxes times 3, and it's really more than 24. So all you have to do is fill 2 of the 3. And the other little trick on that is that it makes it easier to slide out
Okay.
Because these little snowflakes are so big. If we had all 3 of them full, it'd be difficult to slide those little boxes out.
This is just an adorable advent calendar or a gift box for the holidays. And you showed us some really great techniques. Thank you so much, Judi.
You're welcome.
We hope you've enjoyed When Creativity Knocks, All-Star Designers Holiday Series. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and pin us on Pinterest.
And don't forget to follow the link on our homepage to fill out the entry form, and you'll be eligible to win a prize package full of products from all of our series sponsors.